further into demand for a buy up. But I put those lines there to show you how it kind of fans up, right? You kind of make higher highs, each time, because the whole point of that is so that the big banks can collect liquidity to fuel their orders. So anyway, I thought that was really cool. That's the exact same setup as the Nikkei, and we saw how it worked on the Nikkei.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it just hit that zone and jumped up for about a 4-to-1, 5-to-1 profit, or would be profit, I should say. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at the exact same structure on the oil. I love that area right there, and it's about a 50% retracement or somewhere in that area. Yeah, right at 50. Look at that. That's perfect 50% retracement. Look at that. I dropped it right on the line.
That's hilarious.
I need to actually update it, make it look a little better. But yeah, that's it. That's the plan right there. Getting all this manipulation, creating liquidity hunts on both sides. Drop it down and get some unfilled order action. It's off to the races, Jack. That's my play of the day for tomorrow.
And you know what? I mean, I feel like it's as clear as day there. If anybody's a pattern trader, that looks like a head and shoulders, a version of a head and shoulders if I've ever seen one in a certain way. So if you made a turn down there, you'd kind of like finish a head and shoulders pattern and then bounce, like kind of interesting. I don't know whether it would be a failed head and shoulders if it bounced off of your level, I guess. I don't know what the technicals are with head and shoulders patterns, if I'm being quite honest. I don't know how far it's supposed to drop after it breaks the neckline or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't technically know how far it's supposed to go, but interesting. That's
I mean,
I could see people shorting into that. Yeah.
Yeah, typically you go neckline to neckline like that. I mean, that's typically how people do it. Michael on Forex Fire, he does really, really well with head and shoulders patterns and M's and W's, just the shapes that they make. But yeah, essentially he's looking for that pattern. Let me see here. Yeah, he's using the head and shoulders to kind of, so in other words, he would be, let's do this. Once that shoulder pattern does its thing, then, oh, come on. Come down and then come up to retest it and then get in to the sell side. Kind of like what he's doing, if I said that right. Yeah, something like that. So basically just making it prove itself. Because a lot of people will just take the break of the neckline, which is that orange line, and they'll just do like a momentum, like a breakout type of a sell. But he's getting the retracements back into that structure kind of. It's pretty well how he does it. So it's a lot safer, and he's pretty accurate at it too. He's really good. Really good at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a famous book for technical analysis that I used to read a while back, but I haven't picked it up in a while, so I'm a bit rusty because a lot of my trading does not go off of a lot of different types of technical analysis.
Oh, so. No, you know what? I really don't either. I mean, I don't look at this as a pattern. I just look at it as, okay, it's manipulating liquidity around. So the banks have to have liquidity to fuel their gigantic orders, right? So it's just that sleazy little game they play, right? Moving people's orders around, taking them for fuel, and then putting it in a trend phase of where they wanted to go to begin with. It's kind of a fun, kind of an interesting game.
Me and Sam had a similar conversation earlier, and it's like kind of one of those things where it's like if a bunch of other factors line up that makes me get into that short, let's say, on this, and then I see that it's a head and shoulders pattern, I'm like, okay, that adds an extra 2% of confidence maybe. Because the only reason that would add confidence for me is the sake of groupthink, because other people see it and think that, and that's the only reason why it would give me a tiny bit of extra. Oh, that's nice.
Me too. Oh, that's exactly the way I look at it, Paul, because at the end of the day, I see that, oh, okay, this is what the herd's going to do. I know that they're going to put their stop losses here. I know the big bank needs their stop losses, and they also want unfilled orders. So I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
They got to create the liquidity. So interesting stuff, my friend. We got 30 seconds. What do you got? Any last words or thoughts?
All I can say is NASDAQ, you better not. You blow up to the upside in my face and make me regret. Everything's good. I mean, great trading session. Enjoyed it a lot. Came away with a small win at least today on the NASDAQ. And can't really ask for too much more. So I appreciate your company.
Yeah. For sure.
It was fun. It was fun, and we'll and I'll see you again. I'll see you again on Monday, right? We'll have another session on Monday.
Same place, same time, 8:00 Central Monday, guys and gals. Stay tuned, and we'll be back. So I'll be back on the stream, like I said, at 3 a.m. Central time. So I'm gonna take like a 5-second nap, get up, do it all over again for a happy Friday. So with that, have a wonderful day. We'll talk to everybody soon. Paul, have a good one, man.
Yes, you too. See everybody.
All right.
Ola Prime, trade with transparency.